Hello, everyone. Hope that you're having a good day so far. I thought I'd take you on a little walk and a little talk. I wanted to say thank you to everyone that sent comments regarding the two brain MRIs that I had on Friday. People left comments saying that they were praying and thinking of me and sending good wishes and all. And so I wanted to get here and say thank you for all of that. And my neurologist called yesterday, which I'm just so thankful that God has given me such a compassionate neurologist. I've had him since I got here in Texas about, 10 years ago. And that neurologist just goes the extra mile. I mean, he called me twice yesterday. He called in the morning, and I was either out with the chickens or running water inside because I did quite a bit of cleaning, and I missed the call. And later on, at the end of the day, at close to 5 o'clock, he called back again, and we had a good chat. And so, I just want to say that the both MRIs, I had one of my cervical, my neck, where the brainstem disease, the Chiari is, and where I had brain decompression surgery back in 2014. That MRI showed that nothing has changed since the last MRI, which was maybe sometime last year. I have to have them yearly, and so nothing's changed, which me and the doctor are just so thankful for, because if you remember, a couple months ago I took a real bad fall. I slipped outside. It had rained that morning, and I took a bad slip and fall and hit my head and was knocked out for a couple seconds. And I'm sure that anyone that falls and hits their head, can be dangerous, but someone with Chiari, it could be deadly. And so I'm thankful that there was no damage done to the brainstem, and that fall and bang didn't interfere with the surgery that had been done in 2014. And then the second MRI was of my whole brain, and it showed no swelling in or around the brain, no water on the brain, no tumors anywhere. So it really was a good report, and I'm just so thankful. And I would have been thankful if it would have been a bad report too. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I'm just that way. I thank God in the good and the bad, and because I know that nothing changes who God is. God is God. He's faithful, and nothing changes him, and he can be trusted through anything. So that's the update with that. And the neurologist and I are talking about some other tests, and then going back and forth, him and I, with maybe another kind or two of treatments, because my body has such a bad or a high intolerance to pain medications. I just can't take them. And I have one medicine for the migraines, rizatriptan, and it does help. But since the last couple months, I've had a new onset of a different kind of headache. And I forget what he diagnosed that as a couple months ago. But when I get that type of headache, then it triggers the Chiari migraine, and then I'm down for that day and maybe a couple days after, dealing with both of the headaches. And like I say, I can't take anything for it. I just wait on the Lord for relief. There's a scripture that says, "Be still and know that He's God." And sometimes we have to be still and just trust Him. And that's what I do. That's what I've learned to do. And God always sees me through. So I'm thankful for all of that. And we'll see what lies ahead as far as the different kinds of tests that we're talking about and whatever. But boy, that water is really flowing, isn't it? We really need rain. This lake should be up higher. And it was real overcast earlier, which felt good because the last few days that sun has been really beaten down. Yesterday it was in the triple digits. Today, so far, it's in the 80s and there's a nice breeze and it feels good. Let's see, yesterday I did quite a bit of deep cleaning, and I also organized some more yarn. All that cotton that you saw piled up on my love seat, and then that was also in a smaller tote. That tote that other cotton in was long and wide but not very deep, and I was just piling it all in there. And yesterday I moved it all into a deeper tote. Got that done, but I have, oh yeah, while I was doing that, going through that pile of stuff, I found several bags of, guess what, more cotton and more different kinds of yarn. So I need to get to that, but I'm still going to continue those little videos on my series of yarn organization. I think I have 4 videos of that so far. So I did that yesterday. This morning I've been out running some errands, and after I'm done talking with all of you, I'm going to be heading home. But it's just such a nice day out here. I thought I'd take you out in this little path down to this lake that we've all been to before. I've taken you down here before. The water is really, really flowing, so I'm wondering if down the road, if they don't have the gates to the dam open, or maybe it's just flowing because it's kind of windy. But that breeze feels good, that's for sure. I'm also, as I'm organizing things, I'm finding a whole lot of whips that I have. I hate to see people leave trash like that. If I had gloves and a bag, I'd pick it up. I've done that before, but I don't have no gloves. And yeah, so I'm finding a lot of whips, and so I plan to keep finding them and get them all together and get those put in a tote, and then I'll do a video showing you all those. And I think I found 3. I found a baby sweater that I had made, and as far as I know, I designed it. I haven't seen a pattern for it, and I haven't really looked. I just know that a few years ago I sat down and made a chain and started just crocheting, and it turned out to be a sweater for a baby. So I'd like to show you that since I found it. Oh, can you hear that wind? It is refreshing to feel that breeze. I don't know why there's so much trash here. Usually there's not. People like to come here, as you can see, and fish and whatever. But a lot of people do come here to fish. Now that park is across the lake, obviously, and down the road there's an entrance to it over there. My wind spinner was spinning and spinning this morning. So nice to see. Oh, I made one for my neighbor Pat in colors that she requested, and I'm going to be planning to bring that over to her this week. I have, my other plan is, I have all the dishcloths still. I did mention in a few videos back that it would be by the end of the month that I'd be able to get those mailed out. So I still have them, and I went by Pat's the other day to drop off some yarn to her, and I collected her dishcloths that she won, because my plan is, I'm going to go to my church and lay all the dishcloths out on these big tables we have in the fellowship hall. And I'm going to put week one's dishcloths on one table, weeks 2 on another, and so forth and so on, and do a video of all of them laid out. I had wanted to do that before the drawing and never got to it. And so while I still have them all, I'd like to make that video. And yeah, like I said, I'm sorry that I couldn't get them mailed out right away like I had wanted to do, but a couple financial things came up, and so well, that's where the postage money went to. I had no choice because one of them was related with the doctor. You know, it was gas to get to the appointment, so that's just the way it goes. But I have the winners' addresses, and I will be getting them out. And I want to thank, I don't want to call the person's name because I didn't ask the person, and some people, you know, just like to remain anonymous, which I can appreciate. And I have been in the position where I've been able to bless somebody and didn't want my name called out either. But I want to thank the person that a few days ago sent me a PayPal. I was so surprised. I almost dropped my phone when I saw that. It was early in the morning, and I had gotten done doing some things, and then went on my phone, and it popped up. And I mean, it just surprised me so much. Like I say, I almost dropped my phone. And I want to thank that person for what they sent. And they made a note, I guess is what you do. And it was to help to go towards postage for the winners. And it was someone that wasn't even one of the winners. So, I mean, that's really special. And I did email the person, thanking the person. And I just wanted to, I know the person watches some of my videos, and I wanted to just say thank you again. And the Lord bless you for that. And that money is put away. Well, it's still there. Because I didn't want to just send one person's package of dishcloth. Oh, can you see the ducks? I didn't want to just use that right away and send out one person's, because I didn't want anyone to feel slighted. So I've just left it there. And when I'm able to send everybody's except for Pat's, because I can just drive hers over, then of course that will go towards it. And so thank you again. I hope you can see those ducks. The sun, it's such a bad glare that I can't see the little button thing to enlarge. And I don't want to touch anything because I might end this recording or do something else. But there's 2 ducks there just swimming away. It's really peaceful here, and sometimes I bring a chair and I'll bring a book, or I'll bring my Bible, or I'll bring a notebook, or I'll bring my crocheting and just relax here. And sometimes other people are already here fishing, or someone else will come down just to look at the water, or maybe sit and fish, and we'll get to talking, because I'm just the type of person that I can't help it. I just say hi to everyone, whether they say hi back or not. I just say hi. If they say hi, then I'll start talking to them. And that's just how I am. Let's see if we can get closer to the ducks. They're nice to watch. I'm glad that so many like the little tour of my chicken coop. It's a work in progress as far as the outside, painting it. When I get to where I can get out there and start painting again, I think I'm going to change my colors, because those colors have been on there since I've had it. Probably gonna change it up. And probably gonna talk to a friend at church who does some carpentry and see about changing the inside eventually too. That their ladder needs to be replaced. They need something built better. Anyway, I got some plans for those hens and that Abner. And now that the weather's cooling off, I'm hoping that they'll start laying eggs again. That one that was sitting up in that box the day that I did the video, I was hoping she was starting to feel like to lay an egg, but she didn't. This is such a nice little path. Just have to watch out for the big tree stumps. Let's see. All these tall green trees where spiders live. So I have lots of ideas of videos to make, lots of things to do, and I don't know, I'm real thankful. Some days it's a little overwhelming when I see all the comments. I mean, I love reading them, and I'm pretty sure I've answered all of them, but it's overwhelming to think that so many would be bothered with me. Let's be honest, I don't have the best content to put out there. I don't make the greatest things, and I'm not crocheting like the wind anymore, or right now, because I'm still dealing with a broken left arm. And I don't dye yarn. I don't spin yarn. So I really don't have a whole lot of content to put out. But I'm just sharing little bits and pieces of me and my days and what I do with all of you. And to think that so many would bother to watch or even subscribe can be a little overwhelming, but I'm sure enjoying it. Look at that pretty sky. Real pretty blue. Well, I'm going to end this and get home and get some water. I should have brought some water with me. I'm really thirsty. But thanks for watching. As always, thanks for commenting. Thanks for deciding to subscribe if you want to. And if you don't want to and you just want to keep watching, I appreciate that. Hey, it takes time to watch a video. And you sharing your time with me, even if you don't subscribe, I appreciate it. So everyone have a great day, and be on the lookout for some more of my videos coming up. You never know when I'm going to make one. Could even make another one today. You just never know. Have a good day, everyone, and thanks again.